As you climb up to reach this, you are immediately ambushed by a rat. You are on top of the wall, and a rat jumps into your face. Yeah, it has leapt from the ground
9 feet in the air.
9 feet in the air to get you in the face. This is. Have you ever heard of a rodent of unusual size?
Yes.
That is kind of what this is. It has gleaming red eyes. And all you see right now are a pair of fangs in front of your face.
Oh no!
The rat
I got cream.
bites into the snout of your nose, and it's currently stuck there. Like you start to bleed.
And he falls backwards and breaks his neck, and that's the end of the story.
All right, you successfully manage to stay in place and not fall off the wall while this rat is chomping into the snout of your nose, drawing blood. With your superior acrobatic skill, manage to stay on the wall. But it hurts a lot, and you're bleeding.
Alright, I'm pulling out the wakizashi and I'm just stabbing it right in.
Your wakizashi stabs the rat in the eyeball. It immediately just pierces through to the brain. The rat dies and falls off of you.
Oh, thank God. that was a close one. Alright, well, I'm gonna hop down to where I intended to be.
The rat seems to have this kind of like pink powder in its snout. It looks really strange and unnatural. The eyeball of the rat is actually hanging currently. You managed to drive your dagger into the socket, and then the eyeball kind of popped out to make room. Anyway, the eyeball itself of questionable quality. Some alchemists claim that the eyeballs or the teeth or the claws, whatever have you, of various creatures could be used for alchemy. In this case, you are left to a dubious conclusion as to whether or not this rat could be used for alchemy.
Alright, well, I'm gonna harvest the eyeball and definitely the pink powder. Now would be a good time to put all of my coin bags into one big one.
Okay.
And I can use the coin pouch to hold the powder.
Digging into the rat's snout with your wakizashi, you managed to pull out quite a bit of powder, which was apparently blocking the rat's breathing way. It doesn't seem possible the rat could have been breathing through its nose, having that much pink powder in it at the same time. It's almost gelatinous inside the back of the rat's nasal cavity.
Yum. Well,
typical Michael finds a rat hyped up on cocaine.
Alright, so I'm gonna harvest that and put that into my inventory.
So, taking the time to count the coins, you found what looked to be 40 small septums, along with 3 Aliad coins.
First of all, I want to use my alchemy skill to kind of analyze the ingredients I have and see if I can make a healing potion.
You can grind up the blue flower petals, add in some liquid, and you can make a paste that will act as a healing agent. It won't be a healing potion per se, but it would certainly stop the bleeding and prevent infection.
I'm gonna put a bit of spit with some of these blue petals and create a healing ingredient.
You have a healing salve now in your inventory. You can apply it right now if you want. You've made enough for about 3 applications.
Alright, so I am going to apply it right now.
Currently, you are in a bowl-shaped area, and it dips down into the middle. In the middle, you see a skeleton, and there is a bunch of discarded leather armor, which is all very low quality, but arranged in a way that is questionable. There's no reason to pile up your stuff like that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go investigate that and walk over and see if I can figure out why this is such a strange looking pile of armor.
The junk has just been piled up on top of a chest to make it look like there wasn't anything in there.
Alright, let's open the wooden chest. I'm gonna reach at the chest with both hands and just tear it open carelessly.
A poison dart launches out of the chest. You failed completely to dodge the poison dart, and it hits you right in the nose where the rat had bitten you before.
Oh, the pain.
The poison dart doesn't even really stay there. It just kind of bounces off. The agent that you had applied to your wound actually hardened after you applied it, and it was so hard, at least temporarily, that it simply deflected the blow. You didn't take any physical damage from it. Inside the chest seems to be several empty bottles, small ones that seem to be actually used in poison making. That poison dart you were hit with, there are actually 3 unused, untreated darts in there as well, ready to be filled with poison. These darts are simple iron. There's nothing special about them. They just exist to deliver poison.
Okay, so I've now got 18 throwing darts. Alright, I'm gonna go back over the wall I came. Climb over it. And then head up to the northwest and keep on moving.
So as you move, you suddenly notice a scary dog. It is a wolf, and it doesn't notice you yet.
Okay, I am going to carefully sneak up behind this dog. I'm going to try and sneak kill this wolf with my wakizashi.
You expertly sneak up behind the wolf. The wolf is busy licking its paw or something, and you just sneak up right behind it and stab it in the throat.
How kind. Okay, I am going to salvage the eyes and the claws.
Revan, Serethi, and Coltane were hanging out at the campfire with Borog. Faldarth, the ever-annoying Bosmer, is under a blanket next to him. He doesn't seem to be moving. He's apparently still paralyzed from Revan's very interesting paralysis spell, which put him to sleep instead of paralyzing him, something you hadn't seen before. While Coltane practices his deception, kind of talking to himself, Revan is deeply engrossed in this Ayleid tome that teaches the Identify spell. Meanwhile, Borog is cooking. It looks like some kind of rabbit stew. But above the stew, there was a second rabbit hanging. It's now gone. And Borog looks at that, goes, huh? Looks over at the sheet. And the sheet still has a humanoid shape. But when he lifts the sheet, it suddenly becomes flat. Because there was no one there.
Oh, shit.
He's
outsmarted us all. And I thought I was good at deception.
There was a humanoid shape in it, like a lump that was just formed perfectly to Faldarth's body. And when he lifted the sheet, it just flattened out, as if Faldarth was never there to begin with.
So Borog, when was the last time you saw Faldarth physically? Like his actual body, skin, the lot?
Well, he was there when you put him to sleep. I just threw the blanket over him.
So that was a while ago. What do you think, Coltane?
Well, he was desperately following the orc around before, so something's obviously changed. Maybe you couldn't handle your smell.
So I'm not going to dignify that with a response. Alright, well, the spirit side I still have on. I'm going to survey my surroundings and see what I can find with my extra special spirit side.
This guy turns out to be undead. It's going to be pretty weird.
You detect Faldarth behind the rubble. He has a supernatural aura around him that you can see with the spirit sight. It is not undead, but it certainly isn't normal.
He's just jerking
and
off.
you have trouble identifying exactly what it is.
Elf, come out from behind that rubble.
I'm here. What's wrong?
What were you up to behind that rubble?
Nothing at all.
What's that?
Where's the rabbit? What rabbit? As Faldarth wipes his chin.
I find your aura kind of strange. What's going on with you?
What's an aura?
Typical unintelligent wood elf. There's something funny about you that I can see with my spirit sight, which is a spell.
I don't know any spells.
I wasn't asking that, you simple-minded fetcher. I was asking. Just what are you up to? There's something. You're shady.
I want my ring back. The Duke's assassin stole my ring.
Look, mate, the only thing keeping you alive is us, and you just ate all of our fucking food.
You've got stew right there.
What does your ring do?
It does things.
What things? Particularly?
It lets me walk undetected in the shadows.
Is there some evil overlord who can see you while you're wearing it?
There are people who watch me when I'm not wearing it. And that's why I want to wear it.
What people?
Very not nice people.
You know what? We're not getting anywhere with you.
Why
I
should you
say...
charm, bro?
Yeah, but I don't want to charm this guy. I say we have our food, we pack up camp, and we head towards this town because we're getting shit all from this guy.
Just
I'm
chill
gonna go up to him and be like,
Platonic charm.
these hands, I haven't worn a ring in years. No one's ever bought me a ring. I'd really like one. What does yours do?
While you guys were talking, Faldarth disappeared.
My charm is obviously not up to stuff.
I don't know where he went, and I hope he stays gone.
So you can't see him anymore with your spirit sight?
I'm assuming I can't see him anymore with my spirit sight.
Nope. You can't see him anymore with your spirit sight. He's gone.
Can I investigate? I'm gonna investigate the area that he just was behind the rubble. Like,
You actually see a faint red aura where his feet had been previously. They seem to go up the rubble from the side Borog is on, but then they disappear from there. And there's no sign of where they went. However, it is distinctly a crimson-colored aura. Not anything like the kind of off-bluish hue that undead have. This is a much more potent aura.
well, Coltane, this guy has an aura. It's weird. It's crimson. I think theoretically we could track him down.
You remember reading about the different auras while you were at Port Telvanus. You picked up a specific tome regarding sight and how it works. The blue aura is the cold embrace of death, whereas the red aura, the crimson aura, is the infernal, the demonic, the Daedric.
Oh, shit, son. We got something. Coltane, listen to me.
Okay, I've got an idea.
This Wood Elf's Daedric. His aura, at least, is Daedric. So I think we've got to pursue this because this is interesting.
Do you know what I could do? I could summon a scamp and put him on the trail. He might
Would
know
that-
more about Daedric stuff than us.
Would that even help? Can we talk to a scamp? Isn't it just like a little creature?
Oh wait, yeah, I can't actually speak Daedric. I can just summon them. I have to do sign language. What? Maybe I was a little rash. Maybe let's just do what you said and follow it.
Well, let me ask you guys, how does this really benefit us? Weren't we going to go to the village to see a wizard so that I can go home to Skyrim and you guys can go get treasure from the Duke or something?
Well, we kind of need this guy to get the treasure. He has the access to the treasury.
You don't know where he went anyway.
Well, here's the thing. I have an idea, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk in this direction. And I bet I'm going to pretend to walk off right here.
Of course. He's still following.
Gotcha! The orc is now grappling Faldarth. You still see that crimson aura leaking off of him, but it's greatly diminished, as if he is now suppressing it, having been noticed by you.
Alright, let's interrogate this guy.
I'm gonna go for the charm route at first. Maybe I'll be the good cop and you be the bad cop.
Alright, I'm happy being the bad
Yeah.
cop.
So I'll be the good cop and give him a chance. I'm gonna be like
the guard, bad guard, good guard.
What? What's a cop?
bad guard, good guard. Look, you can talk. I'm gonna talk to you nicely, Faldarth. But if you're not nice back, I'm gonna let my friend here, the Dark Elf, really mess you up. Alright? So please, tell us exactly what is going on. Why are you messing with us right now?
I have to follow the orc. I can't go anywhere except where he is. And if I do go away, I'll end up back at him again.
What connection does he have to this whole ordeal with you and your ring?
If I have the ring, I can go wherever I want. But if I don't have the ring, I have to stay with him. I don't know why. When I came here, he was here, and I have to follow him.
Okay, I think there's only one solution to this. If Faldarth has to go wherever the orc goes, then we just need to make sure that the orc is happy to come with us.
Hold on, Faldarth, have you had any contact with any Daedric princes before?
Princess. Daedric Princess. There's a really mean guy. He has several arms. I don't like him very much. He lives in a lake of fire.
Are we talking about Mehrunes Dagon?
I don't know their names. I have no idea.
This elf is insufferably stupid.
There's no way he's had dealings with this guy and has not addressed him by his name. He wouldn't be here right now if he's met Mehrunes Dagon and didn't revere him properly.
He might not revere him, but he might be in some kind of unwilling pact with him.
Yeah, to be honest, my little Breton brain is getting a bit sick of this, and I say...
I really just want to torch his feet until he actually spits out everything he knows, because I feel he's not pushed as far as he can be pushed.
I think we need to think about the...
Alright, I'm just going to decide rashly to backhand Faldarth across the face, Faldarth, and say, what else do you know?
Whoa! The orc wasn't expecting that. The slap actually releases Faldarth, sends him flopping to the ground. He goes, ah! And he's in no condition to respond. He's feeling kind of bad.
Alright. Well done, Revan. Now let me take care of it. We just need to make sure that the orc is with us. That's it. That's all that matters. So I'm going to charm him and say... Well, actually, no, I don't even need to charm him because he's happy to come with us to the village. So let's just get to the village and then we'll deal with it.
All right. I'll go to the village with you. If we can find a way to get him gone afterward, that's fine. I'm going home to Skyrim after we get to the village, so...
Well, the problem there is if you go home to Skyrim after we get to the village, you're going to have this annoying little crap following you the entire way. So if you're not in this and you don't want to help us find his ring, you're just as screwed as we are.
The wizard dusts himself off as he gets up. He seems to be uninjured, even though he's kind of dusted up. The wizard can help us, I think.
Alright, well, we'll go to the wizard and then we'll reevaluate from there. How about that? Hands in.
Question, what kind of wizard? From where? What school of magic? What guild? What faction? Independent? Who are we talking about?
He's with the Mages Guild.
Alright, well, I'm interested then.
Yeah?
I think I could agree to go meet the mage.
Alright,
I'm interested.
He gets behind Balrog in order to avoid you, because he doesn't want to get slapped again.
Alright, sounds good. Let's walk, boys.
Advise he stays that way. Dude, I was like so close. I just wanted to torch his feet and like make him say everything.
I've actually prepared for that eventuality. I prepared for several eventualities.
Well, see, it'd be good because in that scenario, I can push him hard, and then you can use your charm to like convince him in that sort of scenario, and that's what I'm trying to push for.
No, I know. I just I want to get more information. I want to advance this.
That's
plot.
what I was trying to do.
Yeah, no, but like I want to like advance this plot.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
get Ral back in on it sooner. But yeah, no, you might have been onto something. But my I was my finger
you're a
itching to,
stupid Breton. Yeah,
I was itching to get back to action.
Keeping pace, I am going to hurry along the path on my jolly way until perhaps something comes to bother me.
Who the hell are you? A large Nord immediately shouts.
I'm just gonna look at him and hiss.
He immediately draws a very large axe and starts lunging towards you.
It's becoming a
Yes.
saga of just shit trying to kill Michael, whether it be a pitchfork, a fucking Imperial soldier, or Nord.
He thrusts his axe forward. You dodge just in time. And the axe smashes into the grass.
Straight right down at his head with my left hand, blade out.
Pulling out your wakizashi, you lunge for his neck in an attempt to chop it off. You successfully connect with his neck while he's staggered, and blood starts spraying everywhere. However, you don't put in enough of your body weight to completely chop his head off. So what happens is instead, you just pierce through a couple arteries, and blood sprays all over you as his neck kind of halfway flops to the side. He falls over dead.
Michael, you now have various diseases.
I'm immune to all that shit. Mostly. Yeah. Disease resistance 75.
So you can have
After him, quickly! What?
Oh shit.